before, both as players together next to each other, also on previous organizations as well. But so much is riding on the outcome of the game for them. If WADA lose this, their year might not be over, but their destiny would no longer be in their hands. It would require Shopify winning tomorrow. Of course, YFP's only shot at continuing their years to win both here today and tomorrow. They've got to be number one out of North America to go to Korea.
Revealing area.
Look at that aggression, B main already, and a crunch across the middle of the map. There was a smoke, a paranoia through the knife and everything. They fully set to fight B main from the defensive side, and WADA was ready every step of the way.
They certainly were, but mid is interesting now. I don't think this drone is going to see that Nora went all the way forward, even some shots from Glowstick to make sure it's not possible. And Nora, to me, could be the player to swing it back if it's not corrupt in main.
I mean, surely you accelerate B after what you just saw, right? I mean, yeah. Corrupt gets cleaned up, and that, I mean, should tell you everything you need to know on what's happening elsewhere on the map. You should know that B is a vacant site, and that's exactly what WADA do.
Yeah, flank might be coming in, but you're in such a tough position.
Yeah. I mean, they're down in numbers. They are out of position. There goes the flank, which you kind of assumed was always going to be there. Now Glowstick's left in this in a 1v5 with the spike planted as well. Yeah, this one's impossible.
Yeah, this was just a main fight gone wrong from YFP.
Taken out.
WADA shut it down very nicely. And as a result, don't really have to show too much. This pistol round doesn't give YFP too good of an idea of how WADA are going to end up playing out this half, of course. They can look at the comp, and they can look at all the tape, and you're going to know that Starbound is going to be looking for some walkarounds on this chamber and look to open things up, especially into cat with an op or into the mains as well.
Taken out.
Can be very flexible with it, but this answer of sort of seizing the reins right off the rip didn't pay off for YFP.
There's already a flash out towards A main. And a dart to clear wine. So WADA, even with this advantage, are being really diligent about making sure there are no traps set up. Even the pings towards that one way in A main. Like, they're doing the little things correctly here.
Now a drone into mid. Standard stuff. Sees absolutely nothing. Interesting to me that June has decided to step back into B main, actually calling over some support as well. WADA are very spread, and there's opportunities if YFP, for example, were to go for a refight to actually outnumber. Pick up some guns from WADA, although YFP committing so much to the stack on B are not taking any of those opportunities themselves.
Spike's going to make its way up towards mid, into the face of 4. If they fully commit to this B site,
yeah, it's just classics only is the issue.
Sure.
And they're holding longer angles than you'd want from YFP because they're expecting the pressure to come in from main, not from mid.
Right. Suboptimal situation for sure. But I don't think I can go through this again. I really don't think I can. I'm not going to lie to you. A 2v2 now. Corrupt, the last one standing, and all good. Yeah. Crisis averted. It was never even close.
I mean, WADA had at least 10 more seconds left to plant the spike, right? Even if they don't kill everyone. They have, yeah, that's plenty of time. You need, like, what, 2.5 seconds to plant the spike? Like, no problem.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. That's what we call in the business. I don't know if you know this. I know you're pretty new. We call that not even close, baby.
Oh, not even close,
you gotta add the baby, or else no one knows what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hope this helps.
Point suppressed.
You gonna say anything? what got you smiling like that?
Anyway, wanted to carry over an outlaw and a bulldog into this round. Not much really to speak of. Into the face of all the rifles from YFP. And the drone down the middle of the map. You have a couple of trips too. That flash off the swing. Corrupted too. Didn't realize that Fembo was there, but the damage was done.
Corrupt was kind of nice with that. I'm pretty sure that was Corrupt's own flash. It could have been some support out of Zoriental as well, but that was nice either way. High flash into the swing for a couple of kills. Now 40 seconds left on the clock, and without a main control, I don't know if WADA are actually getting into this site.
No, much easier said than done. Scary Shark, unless they swing their lives away,
30 seconds
which was a choice there. Now glow stick in the face of 3. ISO's the first. Very nicely done. The shot guard to provide some cover and a fadeaway onto Juna, leaving Femboy in a 1v2. We talked about how there wasn't much of a bite into this round. They didn't really have guns, but Femboy pulling this off would be huge for WADA, but the flood out from heaven is just too much. Zoriental gets a kill, Zoriental gets a defuse, and YFP will get the round.
Right back into things now. Although, it won't be a pleasant round 4 for them, all things considered. Losing so many guns there and having to rebuy armors on top of it all. But it's good to see Glowstick and Corrupt having some big impact here. I think for me, Glowstick was the huge standout in the previous map. Heard the desk talk a lot about the double initiators from YFP showing up in a big way. Both with the utility. I think Glowstick's like scouting utility on the fade was just elite on the previous map.
I agree.
But also in the gunplay too, and it's continuing into a pivotal game 5.
WADA playing slow beginning to this round again.
Placing wall trap.
Aggro wall all the way up. You imagine the clone will immediately take care of that. And this little chess match continues in B main.
There you go. Starbound loves to go for these fights. This time supported by the drone, but you'll see even with an operator online in previous rounds, Starbound can just walk down Cat, take that fight on their own. WADA also love to leave, usually Starbound there, but this time it'll be Juna instead, going for the jump peaks, putting even more pressure into Tree while the team works mid.
They're going to split back B again. This time Zoriental's in a nice spot. That flash did not go as intended. 40 seconds left. You still have time to play the map out. Scary Shark is the only one back towards A.
Juna is so far forward here, with a chance to catch all the rotators from
30
YFP.
seconds left.
No, surely not. Juna has to play this patiently. Has to be careful not to overswing. Nicely done.
More thorns.
Beautiful.
That one is plenty.
In for one and out.
And now Scary Shark can try to flood back out and re-clear Tree, but Juna's tucked tail. Juna's getting out of there. They're saving.
Well, but Juna's gonna catch them still, trying to save the guns.
Perhaps.
Went for lurk up Tree, now is back into mid. Here's everyone leaving.
One. Take your gun out.
Heard the footsteps, was like, oh, surely that's everyone. Surely they left together.
Yeah.
No, so okay, YFP, hold on to 3 guns, whatever. That'll be alright for them. I think 3 was the minimum amount they needed to survive with, to have a buy for the next.
Right. So, on the side of WADA, you've got the Outlaw that I imagine here in a little bit. Finance is starting to roll. You can buy for Juna. That's exactly what Starbound does. And there's the real possibility of having an attack side op online here in the coming rounds. But I think the real thing here for YFP is you've got a couple of really big ults that are starting to come together and should be peaking at around the right time.
Yeah, this round is when they're hoping to get them online, because I think it should be a save on the next one. See if Glowstick can grab a kill and convert here. Otherwise, this half is going to start to slip and slip away. Similar defaults to previous rounds we've seen with the forward wall that June will place in B main. This stops a pesky operator player from posting up on the forward B line. It's one of the things you need to do when you're playing the Vise as opposed to the Killjoy. They can just place the turret on top ticket.
I got to tell you, WADA, the way that they've played these attack rounds has been really impressive. And I mean, maybe you can teach an old dog new tricks. I love the way they're going about this. I love how they're playing this.
It's all about Starbound creeping forward, trying to find something. But right now, YFP aren't really in positions to allow those picks to come in. Just waiting for this trip to be broken to pop the flash.
Glowstick feeling all of that pressure. Meanwhile, the ult is popped. They can fully send out onto B.
Hello!
30 seconds
That's
left.
very well done by Zoriental.
Yeah, a little TP over on the rotate into the pick, into continuing to look for these fights.
And Sherrod did a great spot, but PowerPixel just wins out the duel.
We're going out.
I don't know that they can really funnel their way in here. Right? Corrupt still has 2 flashes, so there's certainly a shot at it. There's one smoke. There's the flash. There's the swing. Nicely done. Astralis left in a 1v3. Too many targets to find. Scary Shark arrives. YFP will get the round.
Got sketchy for a second once the side anchor went down, but calm on the retake there. The flashes to support. I think YFP had just very good positions that entire round. Again, not giving these early fights to Starbound. I think that's going to be a mission for them on this defensive side, is to make it a drought of early engagements. Unless it is going to be a more grouped together forward fight. They can force WADA on these late round moments where they're committing into a site, and then YFP can chop them down.
Early knife, early smoke towards A main, as we've seen the last couple of rounds. This time they have a trip to deal with up B.
Take flight.
No real way to clear that out either. I mean,
Oh, that's cute. Drones gave each other a little kiss in mid.
yeah, honestly, that's what I was thinking too. You're absolutely right.
No, that was just me? Okay, okay.
No, yeah,
just
no,
me.
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Little pizza date.
How much more can Sherrod do here? Pushed back. Glowstick has a really nice ult. That's a kill onto Juna. The defense is not relenting here. Sherrod has not been moved.
No mercy.
Hey, you ever tell you about the time PowerPixel hit a 1v4 to close out the round? No, because it hasn't
Nope.
happened before.
Nope. Can we appreciate that it's the 2 Sovas stuck in the 1v1 at the end of that round after the drone date up in mid? The reason why it's a pizza date, by the way, is because the drones are machines, so they really like the grease.
Watching here. Watching here.
Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
Oh, I love my job.
W observing. Holy.
Busted buyout from WADA here. And they've already gotten the numbers advantage.
That they have. Oh, we're just walking out of A main. Wait, whoa, whoa, no one's looking the right way.
As one does.
We just walked through our own one way. Nora's crazy. Saying we like I want to be on the team.
I mean, Juna's in a really aggro spot, and maybe you're able to get a pick. No bullet fired. They just invested the paranoia on the other side of the map as well, so they realize they don't have A main control. And the rotate back into B might be the play, but Corrupt is waiting there with a judge. And that thing will bark.
Yeah, especially 4 light armors as well. What a dog would just be melting.
Revealing area.
There's a dart. Kamali will help. Buy some time. 30 seconds left. Not fully committed out onto it yet. And there it is. Corrupt gets 2. What a slaughter. YFP hold the line once more.
Yeah, I got the bark and the bite there with YFP's defensive B hold. Just locking it down on the anti-eco. No issues there. So it'll be WADA calling a timeout. Now, I put a big focus on WADA playing the slower rounds when they have the major ults online. And again, this is a situation where we have Dimensional Drift and Hunter's Fury.
Right.
So I almost feel like I have to bring it up again that they have been doing a lot of saving. I also think it's worth looking at their money is a bit scuffed. You've got to be buying here, surely, with the chamber op.
Surely.
Yeah, I think Starbound's going to be dropping for power, but I really hope we see them play a more exec style round. Even if they have the ideas to play for the op or whatnot, there's been too many times we've been in this exact situation where it's an econ swing round for them. They have 2 big ults up, and they play a slow round, lose the opportunity to use those ults, end up losing the round, and then they're on an eco for the next. So they just sit on these ults forever and miss opportunities to recharge them.
And so out of the timeout, we'll see what sort of adjustments there are. I still think, I mean, yeah, it's interesting to see a map still play deep. Like a
We're not
still...
buying for power.
Here.
Starbound wants
you're
to make
right.
sure there's enough money to buy an op next round, I
Yeah.
have to assume.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you lose this round, that doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Right.
You want to play? Let's play.
And it's a miss on that initial shot.
I mean, this is a tough call to make in the timeout
Yeah.
to full play this round. Do you slow play? Do you fast play? But WADA are just playing their standard Valorant, and now Zoriental's taking a moment to step up.
And meanwhile, there's Starbound down. There's that ult.
Legged.
Power gets legged.
Well, I mean, Juna gets the kill and gets away. All of a sudden, a lifeline for WADA.
I mean, maybe, can we call it that? I guess.
I mean, it brings it down to even, but still, they're so spread out on the map. They're not in a position to use their ultimates. They're playing it like it's a standard round.
There's the shock.
Out of charges.
It's going to be down to the wire. 45
Yeah,
seconds left. Spike is sprinting into A. By the way, Femboy's teleport is back in spawn. So if WADA need to leave, Femboy is going to be out of the fight completely if they have to TP away.
30
There's still a
seconds left.
paranoia. There's still a nade for the ground out of Corrupt. I think this round might be over. Corrupt has an ultimate to stop Util.
This is a mess. There's the ult that you were talking about. There's even a paranoia. 20 seconds left. They still haven't left main. The flash to cause even more chaos. They have to face, and
Spike
it's a
down
funeral
A.
procession.
10 seconds left.
Shot down. I
Yeah,
have
There's
I mean,
no
you-
time even to plant the spike.
No, you didn't even have the spike in hand.
Oh no. That's a brutal round. Again, WADA now onto the save. The ultimates they had going into that round, not going to be able to use those. Yes, they saved for the op, like I said,
Right.
but they only have enough to get 1, maybe 2 rifles behind it. You're not doing that.
10
No.
seconds left.
And this has been an issue for them all day long. And now, after a timeout, they had a big moment to try and figure this out. They falter. YFP sees control off of the back of that. We've talked all day about how snowballing these games can start to be. YFP have strung 4 in a row together.
Yeah.
Make this a 5th.
Wall set. Retrieving flash.
And just like that, especially on a map like Ascent, it happens real quick. You lose control, you misstep once, and then you're sliding, and it's... I mean, there's no controlling it back.
Yes,
Wow.
on a round like this, you can just sprint down into mid, blow up the map, but
Right?
feels like the last page of the playbook, trying something new.
Zoriental holding the line back in spawn. Starbound, who again has been pretty quiet this map for, I mean, I hate to say it, really since the second map. Hasn't really had the same value.
I'll handle this.
And that's a pick.
Oriental not even taking chances on the anti-eco, using the ultimate there, gets stuck behind the wall at the same time. Glow stick,
One enemy remaining.
lighting it up on backside. YFP just can't be stopped.
I asked you this on the previous map, and you said for all intents and purposes, yes, there was concern. YFP feel like they have full momentum right now. They've won 5 rounds in a row, but it also seems to me like WADA are lacking some of the strategic depth on how they're approaching these attack rounds. Would you agree with that sentiment?
It's hard to say because I think their baseline, how they play the map, is how you want to play the comp. They pioneered it, right? It's about playing slow rounds. It's about putting your attack op chamber in positions to find early picks. The problem is they're not adjusting to when they have the big go buttons. So there's a third round in a row where they have all of those, and finally they're running the exec.
Is it a little too late here? And is it even...
It's disjointed.
Right, and it's not even a full... But that's okay. It might still work out anyway. Femboy has gotten all the way into hell. Astralis joins in on the play. The door has been shut. You've got the op controlling heaven. Oh, the op was supposed to be watching heaven.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
But Astralis gets 3. What? Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah,
why
that
not?
just happens.
Yep.
Now, okay, I'm going to take a moment, just like as a learning opportunity to continue going to this, why haven't we been using these ults 2 rounds ago from WADA, because it is a learning opportunity, because WADA could have done that round 2 rounds previously. If they win that round, they're not forced onto an eco, so then they might win the next one. They might keep stringing them together. That also means they're using those ults on round, 8 instead of round 10? So it means they could have a chance of having those big ults, their 2 best ults, the Yoru and the Sova, online again before the end of the half. Because they waited, they're on the eco, now they won't have a chance to use them again. And yet, they're still in it. They could still tie it at the half.
Right. What should have been as explosive is just kind of down as a whimper. Starbound getting it active in on the kill feed. Haven't been able to say that much, but nicely done. And Data desperately needed time, to be honest.
Drone not seeing anything in tree. Probably makes WADA think that YFP are posted up inside of A main, so that's why they do that funky smoke that blooms out of the door. Knife and drone, both committed from YFP into B main, that spots the same player. Oh, that timing is wild.
Portal closed.
Dropping down into hell. The dart will provide a little, or the cage will provide cover from the dart. Really nice flash, really nice swing.
Enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
Brother, I don't... The whiplash that has been this series,
Spike planted.
I don't even know anymore.
Like, okay, I guess if WADA can get onto the A site, they're going to be unstoppable,
Yeah.
it appears. I mean, we're talking close map 1, right? That WADA win into a blowout, into, okay, great. It's just going to be a 3-0, right?
Right.
No.
No.
Actually, it swings the other way. WADA might have even 3-0'd after coming back on map 3.
Right.
It's almost like a perfect mirror of a series.
Yeah.
This game has just been all over the place.
Yeah, and then even for these last 2 rounds, it really has felt like YFP have had WADA by the collar. Like, WADA have seen loss more often than not, and they put together a couple of these rounds to where we go, okay, well, maybe, you know, I don't know, they're kind of going to figure it out, and then YFP immediately put it back down, and it's just been enough for WADA to keep it interesting. We've seen, I mean, the 13-8, the 13-10, even this, like, wow, YFP won 5 rounds in a row, and then all of a sudden, okay, maybe WADA can figure it out, but it's just been so unpredictable this entire time.
And to maintain that unpredictability, WADA 5 ready to go into B.
Yeah.
Sure, there's going to be the Viz ult online, take away the guns, but
Right.
Right here.
see how much it matters. Right now, Glowstick's playing real close, so it's going to hurt.
And those trips are there. I mean, it kind of hurts not to run a KO in a situation like this because you don't have that to take off utility.
Woo! Wait, where's the Viz ult?
I don't know.
Where's the Viz ult?
Were they hit by a knife? They may have been hit by a knife. I don't know.
And still, the team is speeding up into it, now just getting mowed down.
But they get a couple of kills on the way. Juna will
Fake teleport.
obviously not be able to use that ult.
Time to jump.
The spike is kind of out of reach here, too. If you're Astralis, you're trying to scale up. You get the pick. Hoping, praying for the TP. And it's
What?
there. Oh, but the flash and
spike.
Scary Shark gets a kill anyway. And now Starbound's
Norris
left in 1v2.
spams that shot through the switch house off of the mini-map spot from the Yoru TP.
Right.
That's insane.
Starbound with the tap and the op in hand, waiting for the swing that does not arrive. At least not yet. Starbound now given a position, given the timing, given the window to take a step back and approach this from a different angle, a different perspective. Lands a shot on his Oriental. Just one more to be found, and it's scary. Shark on the other side, a shoulder given away. The headhunter fails. Starbound, a scary Shark stands tall.
So YFP will head into the final half of this series with just a slide edge and a little BM on the back.
Yeah.
Letting them know about it. The tides have truly turned from how this series opened.
Switching sides.
And yet there's still more pressure on YFP. Their year guaranteed to end if they can't win today, and guaranteed to end still if they can't win again tomorrow. They have to run this gauntlet back-to-back best of 5 days. Very nearly, we're in a position on 2 maps versus Shopify where they could be the ones awaiting in the grand final. Fell by 2 rounds in maps 2 and 3 just the other day. But now with the chance to reset it and go back for the rematch and get their revenge.
Well, it's the call here on this pistol. We've kept good track of it so far. YFP, excuse me, we're able to start to put these pistols together, and the implications of it in the following financial rounds were felt every single time YFP were able to convert. But in this pistol, in the first half of Ascent, WADA took it. You had the Bucky, you had the Outlaw. Starbound again, feeling the pressure. Gets pushed off the line.
Just gonna eat up that wall. Secure an orb for glow stick. Got themselves really crept up here, but no teleport to escape is just a sit and duck.
Yeah.
Shadows traveling.
A little bit of utility
Now
trading.
even
Astralis takes
information of Astralis being there. YFP can run the map a little bit, faking going into tree only to cut back into a B split where June is the sole player.
Maybe even the fake TP towards tree from the Yoru. Juno. A lot of pressure. Oh, and it's too much. It's overwhelming.
I mean, what are you
Juno's
gonna do?
outgunned. Yeah.
The player's just running and jumping through the door. You've got a classic. If that right click doesn't get you the kill immediately, you're just gonna get traded.
Planted.
Where's the spark for WADA? Something has to change.
Don't know if it's gonna change here. Taking their sweet time, Doug.
Patience is a virtue. I understand that, but time's of the essence, and it is running out for WADA in more ways than one. YFP gets to 8. Christy, that one's tough.
Yeah. And look, the truth is, I think YFP responded to what WADA were doing. Like, they go for the early B main control, get the utility. Then they turn back when that forward fight comes at them on catwalk. By getting that kill and by threatening to go back into mid, they completely shatter the map. WADA are forced to gamble on one site. YFP guessed correctly and move on in. And I think, really, what WADA always are going to be thinking about on this map is the forward walks. The beauty of having Chamber and Yoru is that this comp on defense from WADA gets to play whatever angle they want. Every single angle is an off angle, so it makes it very hard to flush them away. So you have to be very diligent, very ready, not even just with utility, but mainly just with your guns to respond and just win the fights. And even if that round it was the walkout on Cat and it was from a Sova, YFP were prepared.
Cover going out.
I know I touched on this earlier in the series, but astounded by how YFP have been able to show so many different looks on their attacking side. Right? What were they
Hold on
known for?
1 second for me, Doug, because I'm concerned about the off angle down in bot mid right now from Starbound. If these players cut back in, you never see this one.
In range of the TP as well. But
See, I like the YP aren't giving the fight up. Sorry,
Yeah.
you can continue, because
Well, and
these
that's
guys just do well.
That's kind of what I was getting at, too, is YFP were known for borderline reckless aggression on the attack. That was the pace they like to play. Think about this round. We're 30 seconds in. They're just now leaving A main.
Yep.
It's just been a complete
Deal with A main beautifully.
Yeah.
Move on in. No problems whatsoever.
Oh,
Except
Femboy,
maybe
what
back
you
in their
do?
own spawn.
Yep, Femboy
Spike
tucked in
down
the
A.
smoke on the other side of the door, able to punish with 1. 13 seconds left, though. The spike will go down. Not much more opportunity for delay. Other than that, Starbound gets a free one. Still just pistols, though. And Starbound been spotted and gets the kill. We asked for the spark. The call was made. Who will answer it? PowerPixel falls.
One enemy remaining. Last
So
player
does Starbound.
standing.
It's going to have to be Juna, and Juna just didn't have enough time. Scary Shark's there to clean it up. YFP gets a 9.
Honestly, losing that round might be more depressing than just getting stomped.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
round 2
I
from
agree.
WADA. Like, they had so many opportunities.
No.
Corrupt is down onto 1 HP with a stinger, and yet still best Starbound.
Yeah.
Could upgrade it into a Phantom. That hurts. Especially as this lead continues to widen for YFP. Okay, sure, the buy won't be the best for them. A little idea from Nora to play up high here against a forward A-walk. See this a lot versus the Chamber Yor, who is stepping very far up into B or A main.
Aggro wall there, too. And so Shard spotted. Yeah, that's where some of this is headed. What?
What's that from? I mean, Corrupt is down on 10 HP, but it doesn't matter. Kill secured, ult secured as well.
Unreal. And again, this slow, methodical approach from YFP leaves WADA guessing.
Ooh, this is going to look kind of like the pistol round. That mid-smoke to try and look at the cross, they threw that same knife towards Tree. The spike is still playing B. It's this exact same fake. This time, though, WADA realize it. So they have 2 players sticking around on B, bunkering into backside. 30 seconds left on the clock. WADA have exactly the right answer.
There's the ult. That Vice utility is going to go down. Juna and WADA. Excuse me, PowerPixel. They're able to get a couple kills. Yes, they play back sight. They get a little bit of value, but it's not going to be enough to hold it back. Yeah, they get the
And
spike
look at
down with
mid.
time.
Glow stick all the way around.
Yeah. Ah! That's a classic. It's tough. I get it. Little damage dealt, though. But look at the HP of Corrupted Scary Shark, actually. 15 amongst both players.
A high-low, the only shot.
Yeah. And that is a brutal one. Connects onto 1. Femboy doesn't have much more health, to be honest.
Cover going out.
Astralis is heavily favored here over all of them. The smoke, the fake TP, a reposition. They're not playing together anymore.
One
Corrupt gets
enemy
1
remaining.
still. Scary Shark's 5 HP. Astralis is healthy, and Scary Shark gets the kill anyway. Brother, 15 HP. That's all they needed.
That entire round comes down to Corrupt finding the first kill. By besting Starbound, not only do you take out the most consistent top performer from WADA, Corrupt also got the ultimate online, and that was the difference. Down to under 30 seconds to exec into the B site. Being able to shut off the Vi's utility gives them the ability to get out of B main, to go in, fight just guns, get the trades in, even as players start to go down.
Revealing area.
And then playing back-to-back Glow. Beautiful.
That's as deflating as it can be, no?
That could be the series.
Yeah.
Genuinely. WADA will have another shot in the next round. But now looking at just the momentum and the ultimates that are going to be coming online too, like, Winning that round is everything.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe they're going to get another shot on even footing, but are you going to get an opportunity like that again?
No.
It's hard to imagine.
Losing the anti-bonus. Now with a weak A site. WADA a little bit slow on the rotations.
Couple shocks at the feet of Sherrod. Down to 66 HP.
Cage triggered.
How aggressive will you go?
Flashbang.
Oh, that aggressive. Waiting for the flash. Astralis has been spotted. Beautifully done. YFP are not playing to avoid losing. They're playing with such confidence and such aggression right now. Sherrod gets 4. YFP get to 11. And they are knocking on the door of eliminating WADA.
Wow. Sherrod's Cypher just as lethal as the Chamber. Crushing it in that round. And this is the make or break now. It's time to show up from WADA. This team, one kickoff, right? Shopify weren't competing and then have been the number 2 team behind Shopify all year long. To now drop at the final hurdle, to lose control over their own fate. This is the round that has to go their way to maintain it.
It is do or die. Starbound with the ult. And Odin in the hands of power. I mean, what can they do? You got the Vice utility split between B and A. Thorns on one side, the wall on the other.
I think YFP are heavier in mid than WADA expect. WADA are expecting it to be an A main play into a Yorug orb into an ultimate. So this fight over tree, well, they've got 2 players here. YFP also have numbers. You could possibly even pinch them from main.
I'm also concerned because the Thorns lineup missed. It was stuck up on a roof, so you couldn't even really use it. Astralis couldn't play around it.
Bit awkward.
And so now Power's just holding mouse button 1, and maybe that's all they need. But Glow, putting down Astralis. Now they can push forward. Start immediately cleared out.
30 seconds left.
I mean, is there another layer to this? Is Shard just going to go aggressive again? Yes. But this time bites off a bit more than they can chew. WADA needed to convert this round. They needed to win this one. And they're just 2 steps away. Make that one. Very nicely done.
Okay. And this also stops the drought. This was the round where it was going to be YFP potentially with the ult advantage, and WADA just off of it now because they're able to win this one comfortably. They're going to have 3 online for the next, 1 away from a couple others. This gives them so much padding. Yes, they are down 5 rounds. It is not easy, but what it means is that they won't be horribly mismatched in the coming rounds. They'll be on even footing.
And Odin, the op once more. If you're corrupt, you okay, yeah, good. Just making sure.
You want the gun, yeah.
Yeah.
Zoriental's going Bucky mode with
the ult.
Dimensional drift, of course, yeah.
Yeah. I think the question is here for YFP. When did they pull the trigger on that? All right, I guess the answer is now. A full split out onto B. Femboy spotted. What more info can they find? The flash towards spawn. And there it is. The Bucky for Zoriental. June is dropped. And the weapon upgraded. I mean, they're kind of stalling out here. Not fully committing out to getting onto the site. Now WADA
the smoke ran out.
Yeah, that's why. You're absolutely right. Femboy gets B. 2. It's a 2v3. Starbound holds the line to swing into 3. And Zoriental gets away.
Time to
jump. A 1v1. Power with Odin. And another filthy shot from YFP. Ender, that's the dagger.
Match point.
What a save from Zoriental. They have just put YFP on the verge. YFP, 1 more round to have that rematch versus Shopify. WADA will slam the brakes because what on earth was that? The fact that Zoriental's teleport is on site after doing that cut through mid-play.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Like, there's no world in which PowerPixel should believe that that's where the Yoru will have slipped away to.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, there's no timeout. The clock is still ticking. We're playing.
No time to think it over. No time to talk about what went wrong or how you want to approach this next round. What do they have? Femboy has ult. Power has ult. Juna does too. I mean, why did I have the tools? It's all about putting those together and hitting the recipe just right.
Walking down tree is where it begins, but it could even be a refight with the paranoia. No one exactly here.
Danger. Not over swinging.
I don't want to see WADA get too antsy. They have such good retake ultimates. That was their real shot at looking for something aggressive in the mid-round. And now if they hold on to A main control, it shouldn't be easy for YFP to get in here. They're going to have to send multiple players back into A main if they want to push Astralis away.
YFP have to clear this mid trip. They've got to do something to introduce a little bit of doubt in the minds of WADA.
I know exactly.
Astralis got too curious.
Astralis was on no HP, so wanted to play for info, but A is tough.
Now they know. Now they're committing Femboy and Starbound side by side. They've even invested the ult. The spike hits the ground. And the TP back side. Corrupt gets 2.
No time.
No,
they have to plant A.
Femboy looking to keep WADA alive. 5 seconds left. Can the spike be scooped up? Can they commit to getting a spike down? I believe there might be enough time. Takes the fight, and Corrupt wins it out. A 3K to send WADA packing and book a ticket to the grand finals.
Unbelievable back-to-back clutches from the heroes on YFP. Zoriental's 4K into Corrupt with 3, lurking through mid for 2 kills. And then having the guts to pull away from the plant. Had time to stick it, but chose to take the gunfight. YFP are right back up on top.